All right, SEGATHON 8. Thank you so much for having me back this year, and I am super excited to be streaming Die Hard Arcade. I did Dynamite Cop previously, which was for the Dreamcast, um, and this one, Dynamite Deca, the first game, was originally released on arcades, and then after it was ported to the Sega Saturn. I'll be running the arcade version today. At the front of the stream, I just want to give a shout out to Kino-san, who basically, you know, also submitted this game to an event in Japan, and then together we came up with a lot of two-player, basically infinite combos and strats that change the run for the rest of the time. It's never going to be the same. Um, oh, I think my camera is frozen. Hold
I
on one
didn't want to
second.
say anything, but
Oh no.
yes, it does appear to be frozen.
Uh oh. What should I do?
If you can just restart your webcam or toggle your
Okay.
webcam,
All
just
right. Let's let me see if I might have to go into the webcam. Webcam reactivate. Cause I got the Sega drip on. Yeah. Okay.
there we
There we
go.
go.
There we go. Perfect. Perfect.
I am hyper focused on this game. This game to me, the reason why I also chose this game is that I've run this game in exorbitant amount. The funny thing is, if you know about this game, this is a secret. I'm just inside detail and giving you. This game is really loved in Japan. In fact, it's been upstairs, if you know where Super Potato is in the Tokyo area. In the top of the store, they run the arcade there. One of the reasons they have that game still running there is because I used to frequent that place, and the guy who runs the store would go for one coin clears. So still up there. If you go up there and you request either one of the Dynamite Deca games, or you say Die Hard Arcade, they will instantly put it on for you if it's not on. Little trade secret if you're in the Tokyo area. Uh, so I'm just gonna get into this game. I love this game. We're gonna try one coin clear, but this is a coin muncher. This is a hard game, so let's just do our best and try and kick some bad guy ass. 3, 2, 1, go. So this game, you have punch, kick, and jump, but you also have a very large amount of combos in this game. In fact, you even have more combo throws than you do have combo attacks. And the most important thing in this game, though, is actually being able to knock the opponent down and steal the items that are really, really necessary. And if you have a chance and you get the pistol, you have a percent chance where you can actually do uh, do a instant KO. So you can grab them, press either the punch or kick button, and then arrest them. They're going to prison, and you're going to continue to save the day. And then we're going to go to these transition scenes, and we have to make sure we hit the right button so we don't get an extra fight here. And we walk into the next scene, no problems. And we can use our pistol here, but we're also going to try and knock down these trash cans. We didn't get the extra arrest. We're going to go ahead and use... Now, I was going to try and use the missile launcher there. But the thing I have to be careful about, right, is that there is a limited amount of missiles in that thing. There's set ammo in each weapon. So, for example, there's... And by the way, I am taking hits, but it's worth it to take... This is a speed run, so I'll use coins if I feel that I'm running out of time. So unfortunately, I'm really low on health, so it probably won't be a one coin clear. But that's not what I'm going for this time attack. So I'm gonna take the L there. We're gonna throw in another coin. And our missile launcher is on, so we're not going to be able to do a missile launcher strat, but we'll have another chance in the game to do this. However, I am going to have extra ammo, the H there, We can do a jump attack, and we can still get rid of this guy fairly quickly. Triple kick is actually really good in this game if you're first starting out. Don't be afraid to use it. You can throw the pistol when you're done too, and then we have a nice little clear here, and we're going on to the next scene. Wolf Hongo is the main bad guy in this game. He kidnapped the president's daughter, and yeah, that's the story there. He's just a bad guy who kidnapped the president's daughter. It's supposed to be similar to Die Hard. Like, these are all the same characters. After, you know, the next game, they lose the IP, but they don't change the characters, so everyone still assumes that they're the same character, pretty much. Get a little knockdown here, and we'll go to the next area. I missed that health. There's a pretty generous amount of health pickups in this game. However, items disappear after a couple seconds. Not to mention, if you drop outside health items, if you drop it several amount of times, you will actually lose that item. So, for example, if you drop the pistol to I got caught by the string. So, like, if a different person picks it up, the item drop count actually resets. Ooh, they're in a really good position. So there's some moves have alternate weapon fires that are not done by a separate button. They're done by a different kind of button press. And so the axe there, which also is an item that slightly repeats itself in the game, actually has a multiple rapid button press mode. And if you land it, can I get over this? Nope. It did not let me jump. I need to get this. Oh my gosh. This is the hardest scene in the game too, but I am going to get knocked down. That machine gun is probably going to disappear. Let's see if I can get to it in time. I got to jump a little bit out of the way. It's going to force these guys to duck, and then maybe we can lay some machine gun fire down. Jumping machine gun. We have to be careful when they say no, no, no on the ground. They will never give up. And in fact, that is a trap. Running on to the next scenario here, and this one's punch. If we messed this up, we would have been in a really bad situation. Is it Christmas in the game? I don't know. It is Die Hard. But we have some funny scenes, like in the bathroom, the guys in the tournament, and there's going to be a lot of funny characters that come out of this scene. There's actually no regional difference that we could find outside of health between the English and U.S. version. Please don't use the that rifle. Rifle is very, very strong in this game. It's really strong because when you turn around, it gets an extra hit, and it combos on the ground. So if you can get all the enemies together, it lets you set up for some really, really funny things. Some easy scoops. There's going to be a muscle guy that's going to bust out of here in a second. The rifle is a bit slow, so we don't rely on it, and there's also toilet paper running on the floor that we can accidentally step on and hurt ourselves. There's a lot of things, a lot of items actually in this game to be on the lookout for. And when you compare it to Dynamite Cop, which I highly recommend following the SegaCrew's channel and looking up that video when the event is over, if you want more of this game. Yeah, by the way, don't worry if I use coins in this game. This game is an extremely stressful 1cc run, and I just wanted to run this to have fun and enjoy the experience with everyone today. I have done a 1cc of it. It maybe 2 or 3 times. It's one of those things that's by the skin of teeth. Just requires a lot of focus, and it sometimes doesn't even save you time. Oh, we got the CRT. The CRT fell from the floor. Let's go ahead and blow the CRT up. I'm sorry. I didn't get to do this at an event yet. Okay, we got both CRTs explode on the floor. And the robot arms are dropping. Yes, when you do enough damage to these robots, they drop these robot arms that act like the long iron, iron poles that we had in the last screen. Robots, the robots screen is usually where people lose their first credit, because you saw there when the robot wakes up, it can do an instant throw, or it can do an instant beam. And the beam startup it's like frame 2. It's not quite instant. It's like frame 1 or frame 2. And then in order to you can do some interesting attacks. You can do like down forward A and scoop up. Audio chopping going on. Oh no. I hope it's not for me. I have a lot to say about this game. There's the funny thing is there's no way I can say it in one run for this game. It's there's just too much going on in this game. But the enemy count in this game doesn't change unless you have another player, and it's up to 2 players, and that player will always, the second player is always the female character. Same moves. You don't lose anything by playing as either character. And we're on the cop section of this game. We have to be a little careful because the cops in this game, these police have infinite ammo and infinite weapon draw, which means even if we take a weapon from them, they have a chance to redraw that weapon out of their pocket over and over again. And unlike some other characters in this game, they will sometimes just infinitely roll on the ground like you see them doing. So yeah, the enemies in this game are pretty brutal, actually. As you can see there, they're using good teamwork. We're going to try and do an OTG on them. You can do some interesting things with OTGs in this game. We're going to use a special throw. We are invincible during that throw. Hey. Shots fired. Okay, we're going to the next section of the game. Our first little boss fight, but we got to take care of these femme fatales here. And they are dangerous, let me tell you. This stage also has one of my favorite weapons in the game. Not just that staff, but the pepper spray. So pepper spray is extra fun because if you do it right and line yourself up, you can do a nice little infinite combo. If we didn't run into the other item here, we would have. Okay, good. Oh, and we're going to hold on to our pistol for the next section. We're going to jump out of this way, this wolf hongo shooting a rocket at us, and go on to our first major boss here, the football player. So football player, much easier on 2 players. This is kind of where we found the boss manipulation. However, we do have pistols, so we can do our standard combo here, throw this. And we have to be careful about our spacing, because if you're too close, what happens is the football player goes into the mode you just saw, where he just kind of he just goes into a crouching mode, and then his next attack is invincible. Unfortunately, that's what happens. I can do some manipulation where I jump over the wall to force his attack to whiff. However, I'm not invincible that next frame to really capitalize it, but that's basically how the trick is done on 2-player. If you ever want to run this game on 2-player, and you're just in the die-hard mood, want to play the best die-hard video game, hit me up on Discord. People have taken me up on the offer, and I appreciate it, because even if it's in the middle of work, I will run and be like, oh, I'll make a 20-30 minute appointment in my calendar and say Die Hard Arcade. I don't mind. This game is worth it. There's so many extra things to talk about. By the way, using the furniture in the game, you can throw all the furniture at the boss there. That's kind of what's intended, but if you have too much of a gap between the first boss, between the boss and yourself, it will do a football tackle at you. And it is completely invincible. There's no move in the game that can interrupt it outside of maybe your jump kick or your ultimate. This scene is kind of terrifying. We have to deal with dodging a satellite dish on the top of the building here, and it runs on both the left and right, and it will combo the enemy as well as you. So stage hazard that doesn't care what side you're on. We're gonna go ahead and arrest them. We can get knocked out. We can get comboed while we're getting arrested. Let's see. Oh, I didn't get the grab. That's weird. Oh, this character. I could try and rethrow and go for the arrest over and over again. That is an actual strat in this game. Why are you grabbing me? Oh, whoa! I did not like that. We're gonna do our. Well, you'll see this combo a lot here. This is the pile driver. It does a ton of damage. You're completely invincible, and we will be using it on the final boss of this game, and in case we run into some bad scenarios. This is the one section of the game where you have to choose not what button to press, but what direction. It's either up or down. Where is this rocket launcher going to come from? Down. We're going to go ahead and dodge it and move on to the next section where we're fighting some nasty robots. And this time, we're going to get them in the corner and make sure they have no problem. Oh, no, I'm going to get hit out of the corner. Let me do my crouch combo, which does a little bit more damage. Oh, there's the beam. Scrubby play. Well, we got the scoops. So, yeah, this game, another interesting thing, right, is that the AI actually prioritizes, outside of robots who can't actually pick their arms back up, this game prioritizes weapons. So the AI, for example, there's this rifle on the ground, the sniper rifle. Now, the AI will actually always go for the sniper rifle because in the rank of items, it's considered higher. So they're going to run toward it, and I can use that actually as bait in this situation. I want to get it. There we go. Scoops! And the next from that priority, it's usually rocket launcher, and then it'll be machine gun. And we're going to have the most annoying mid-bosses coming here in a second. We do have Pepper, so I'm going to use Pepper. Oh, they're really lined up well. I'm not going to be able to do the full infinite. We cannot grab either one of these characters, and we're getting 100 hands slapped. So, my setup was, I was trying to be cute during the event, but it's not going to happen. There is a broken bottle. I'm trying to see if it's on the field, because that's what we want. We want the broken bottle. We have to be really careful because, like Edward Honda just did there, it will do a behind attack. He's the only character in the game that can auto guard your attacks and hit you from behind. Really, really, really cheap character. Yeah, no bottle today. Normally, there's a bottle and you can break it and then do the rapid punch to lock them in the corner. And the frames on that move are very, very active. This is kind of the midsection of the screen. We just kind of chill. We have a section where we get some extra health, but my luck is so bad today that the health was on the incorrect timing. So I was able to pick up the health, but you saw I ran into the elevator, so we lost a little bit of time on this scene. You can just ignore the health, by the way, here. You don't have to pick it up. Depending on the frame you're on when you enter and how well you're doing, sometimes you can, the RNG is in your favor, and you can just zigzag left and right. But that's fine. I get to show all the hit animations too. So we want to keep all these guys grouped together so we can recombo the private part kick attack. We're gonna. Now I get to show the rocket launcher, and I usually miss this one, by the way. Even on just on casual play, I have a lot of issue with hitting that consistently, and we get our handgun. I'm surprised things are going so well. Has every QTE been punched? Have I ever? Oh my god, I hit the wrong button. That's fine. So this is a failure. I got too excited. So if I had to succeed on this one, we don't find any extra enemies, but they're in a much favorable position here, and we don't get to knock them down. But we didn't lose any time. This is the one failure where you don't necessarily lose any time. Oh no, enemy is chilling with the rocket launcher a little bit too much over here. We gotta stop that. We're gonna arrest them. Use one rocket over here. I do want to drop this, so I'm going to intentionally get hit in a second over here. We're going to try and get... There we go. And I have to be a little bit careful because I don't want that to run out. And now I'm going to go ahead and pick this back up. Get a little extra health. Good. We got it knocked out of our hands. Uh-oh. We're a little bit too far away. So the funny thing about dashing in this game is you... Oh, I need this. We're going to let him come a little bit up. We don't want to miss this! Oh my gosh. I missed my missile loop. We got body slammed. Why are you doing body slam? By the way, this character pretty much works the same as the football player, except he has a grenade special move that they will use on lower health. And normally I would just, again, do the, there it is, do the missile launcher trap, but I'm having some very funny timing right now. So I'm going to go ahead and use, oh wow. My wake up attack has some priority if I do the just frames. And we are on Wolf Hongo, the final section. He's chilling in office, he's got his golf clubs, the princess there, but you do not actually want to fight this character 1v1. You just want to try and get him in a grab situation. And he tends to like walk close to you. You don't want to leave him alone because he'll call out different portions of that back wall, and the desk will actually run out and hit you. Wolf Hongo does a lot of damage, and that was actually a light combo. Though you can steal his golf clubs and try and hit him. Ooh, putting me back in the corner. Let's see if we can go for a grab here. Timing wasn't quite right. Yeah, if you do kick and then punch, there's a certain timing that you need. I am getting absolutely smacked by Wolf Hongo. I'm saying all the right things, I'm just not doing all the right things. And oh, this is the so whenever the enemy is crouching like that, they're going for an invincible attack. So what I'm gonna do is switch lanes here. Oh wow, Bobby's portrait hit us. I'm trying to set up. Come. Wolf Hongo is not cooperating. Oh, there's a sliding attack. That is the one way this character can get out of the grabs. I'm trying to shift down so we can miss our final attack. But now we're going to go fight Ultimate Mega Wolf Hongo. Shirts off. The real final boss has started. He's got throwing stars and a sword, and this character came to really hurt us. So I'm going to try and scoop a little here. See, he's doing the multi-thrust attack and did the Shoryuken thrust move. OBS disconnected. Why? I've never had that happen. It looks like I disconnected for a second. That's not on. That was weird. I've never had that happen. But hopefully you're still watching the Wolf Hongo fight. If it's an issue, I'll always come back and run this. Maybe I'll even run on the Sega Saturn, so I can show off the major difference with that game being that it has an in-game timer, and you have to earn credits in that game. You're wrong on the stuff in the background. Okay, I apologize. Oh yeah, you like the knife being stuck in, and this is going to be GG! That is time stop right there on the pile drive slam. That was just a taste of things. Actually, we got to see most of the things you can do in this game. I just didn't get to pull off some of the fun combos. some of my placement was a bit off, but I had to come and run this. Uh, I'm not going to talk too much. I just say I've already said how much I love the Dynamite Deca series. It's my favorite 3D beat 'em up. As far as Sega history goes, this is Sega's first 3D beat 'em up. It's amazing. It's got a fantastic move list. Um, I didn't get to show off like all the throws. You can do, giant toss. You can do all sorts of like command grab counters if the enemy grabs you. Um, there's different combos, although you really only have to use like punch 4 times and then kick, and then you can do the ground scoot move if you really want to, while you're changing lanes and moving up or down to do some really mean things. Another funny thing is if you play this with 2-player and you get to the end, um, this game forces you to go into a 2-player battle mode just like the previous game, where you will have to battle your friend and decide who is the better player of the game. And you can just keep putting coins in, or if you're on the Saturn, just keep using the credits that you have built up to keep doing a little special versus mode. So yes, this game has a real versus mode in it where you can like mess around and learn the priority of the game. Maybe I'll come back and do the Saturn version, and I'll show that you have to play a game, a completely, it's, you'll see, but it's in the future, but it's a retro, like submarine game that you have to play in order to build credits for the game, because it's a direct port of the arcade mode, but they didn't program a start button. I guess they wanted you to play some random game before you play, so you literally have to build credits. So it forces you, or you just get good and do 1 coin clears all the time. But I love this game. I'm gonna go right into the next game, which is WWF Royal Rumble for the arcade. This is the first time I'll be running an event on the arcade version. So see you in just a minute.